Hey, what's up guys? I want to give a tutorial on how exactly the Room of Fate works and how to get whatever fate you want on DevOps Arcade 2. There is a silverback challenge as you see here which appears after round 19 where you work your way up to the top and drop down this hole which leads to the Room of Fate. We usually just boost to the top as you see here just to get around, and it saves a bunch of time. The Room of Fate works a lot differently compared to how it worked on the original DOA. In the original, it was all based on the order in which the arrows popped up for each fate. This one, you really need to look closely. Before we get into this, I'll warn you that it's going to take some time to get this down. This will be easy for solo, but co-op is kind of a different story. You'll understand this here in just a little bit. I want to give a big thanks to RaMpAgE, who probably put the most time into this discovery, and I definitely wouldn't be making this video right now without him. Alright, now into the pattern. All the fates have an individual stone designed to them. So what we do is we zoom into each stone to have a good look at which fate is which at the beginning of each Room of Fate. The tricky part is that some stones look kinda similar, and they might also look a bit different from one corner to the next. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to show every fate's stone in every location. So I'll start off with probably the most important one to most of you guys, which is feet. So yeah, this is feet in the bottom left here, and the way that we kind of identify feet right away is you can see that the stone, that there's like a line right in the middle of it that points basically from the left side to the right side. And what we do is we identify that point right away, and we know that there's only two fates that stone actually has that line right there. You can see that line a little bit more clear here in the top right. So we identify that line, and usually between the feet stone and the fortune stone, which has a line that's very similar to it, is the feet stone is always bigger than the fortune stone. So that is definitely very helpful. And right here, this is the last one of the feet in the bottom right, and right there again you can see the line going across from your left to your right. Alright, and now to the gun. As you can see, here's a gun in the top left, and with the gun, if you notice the same point I was talking about that was going from the left to the right, you can notice here is that it's going up and down. There's another view of the gun in the top left. You can see it a little bit more clear. You see the white on the top of the stone. It's going down and up. And the way we decided for this one is that between the gun and the bird, which I'll show the bird here in just 1 second, is that the gun stone is smaller than the bird stone. So yeah, the gunstone and the birdstone look similar in ways, but like I said, the gunstone is smaller. So whenever you're in doubt and you don't have the picture right by you, just try to go with the smaller stone with the point going up and down. And then right there it's the last one of the gun in the bottom left. Yeah, and then the next one here is the fortune stone, and starting off here in the top right. Like I stated earlier, the fortune is similar to the feet in the fact that it points from right to left, and right there's a little better angle of it. And here's the fortune in the bottom right. And the big difference that we can kind of tell between the feet and the fortune is that the feet stone is bigger than the fortune stone. So when you're in doubt, and here's one in the bottom right, or bottom left, excuse me. And so when you're in doubt, you see two stones that have that line that goes across from left to right, as you can see there. Then usually choose the bigger stone if you're trying to get feet, and the smaller stone of those two if you're trying to get fortune. Alright, and here's the bird stone, and this one as well goes from top to bottom, just like gun. And here's another view of the fortune stone where you can see the line that goes from top to bottom. And for the bird, it's always the bigger stone compared to the gunstone. As I said earlier, the gunstone's actually the smallest stone, so if you're like really in doubt, that you can go with the smallest stone period, and that's usually the gun. I'm not going to say 100% of the time because there might be one situation that it's not, depending on the views. And for solo, I would suggest going up to each stone and pausing next to it. Like, find a picture of the fate you want and compare each stone to each corner. And co-op, like I said, is going to be a little bit of a learning experience, especially if you're not too familiar with it. Alright, that's going to be it for me, guys. If you have any questions or comments, I'll do my best to answer all of them. Once again, big thanks to Fatal. I hope that this video will help you guys out, and peace.